I've been working on hit and run builds for the wizard class for a couple of days now, actually trying to come up with some decent variation where it gives you the feeling of hit and run, also gives you the feeling where you are not squishy and can deal damage and get away with some kills as well. And I think I'm confident enough now that I can share these builds with you guys. I will be starting off with some strength and weaknesses, and you should able to see that on your screen as well. So let's get into some strength right away. We will have a really long range with the attack with our laser beam with these builds, and then we will have an extra layer of protection as well that is going to protect us from getting damage. So that is going to be good for the hit and run, and high mobility is needed for the hit and run, and we will have some invincibility as well to get away when we will try to like hit and run. And another thing here, these builds are going to be good for the mid spenders as well and above, but I don't know how good these builds will be for the free to play since I'm not free to play. But overall, these builds should be fine for everyone. And now let's get into some weaknesses. We will be lacking some damage since we will only have one skill, that is the laser beam and ice crystal, that will be dealing damage. Since the builds are based on the hit and run, we won't be doing all that much damage, and so we will be lacking some damage as well. And crowd control is going to be another thing we won't able to do with these builds, and these builds won't be good for the close combat. If you are fighting someone close combat, we will probably end up losing a lot of HP or end up dying, and then again these builds are going to be only good for providing support, doing some hit and run. So now that the strength and weaknesses out of the way, let's get into some free to play starter gems. I will be recommending Fervent Fang, Bloody Reach, Abiding Curse. Abiding Curse is going to reduce the movement speed of the enemy as well, and they will receive some more damage when they will be cursed. And Bloody Reach, the distance between you and the enemy will increase the damage. And Blessed Pebble is going to also give you that increased duration for the ice armor and movement speed, so that is going to be good gem. Berserker Eye gives you damage, and Everlasting will also bleed your enemy, dealing damage to them. And now let's get into some pay to win best gems here. I would be suggesting Bloodsoaked Jade, gives damage, movement speed, Seeping Bile, poison enemies, stop them from healing. Bottled Hope, again really good gem, will give you movement speed and damage, and will be really good with the hit and run. Blessing of the Body, if anyone gets close to you, they will receive some damage as well. And then I will be suggesting the Concentrated Will, and whenever you teleport, you will get some movement speed and damage. This gem is going to be really good for the hit and run. And then the Frozen Heart, giving you some extra layer of armor. And now let's get into the Paragon Tree. Paragon Tree is going to be Gladiator, and this is how we will set up our points here for the Paragon Tree, 84 points. And next, we'll be talking about the set items. I would suggest going with the 6-piece Curiosity Fledgling, will be best for the hit and run. You can come in, do some damage, and use that last 6-piece damage that is going to hit them really hard, and you can get away again. Works really well. And now let's get into some skills, starting with the primary skill. It is going to be Magic Missile. And as for our first skill, that is going to be Ice Crystal, and we are using one modification for the Ice Crystal that is coming from the pants, reducing the cooldown of the Ice Crystal. And as for the second skill, that is going to be Teleport. Again, we are using only one modification here that is coming from the headpiece, turning us invincible whenever we use a teleport. And as for the third skill, that is going to be Ice Armor. The first modification is coming from a chest piece. Ice Armor also reduced the damage you take by 20%, cooldown reduced by 3.6 seconds. So this is going to be actually really good. You use the Ice Armor, go in, do damage, and if they hit you, you will receive less damage, and that is going to help you a lot. And the second modification is coming from a Offhand. Whenever you use a Ice Armor, it will also give Ice Armor to nearby allies as well. So this is going to be nice for supporting other teammates. And as for the fourth skill, we are using Disintegrate here. The first modification is coming from a shoulder piece, turning the Disintegrate into a fire beam. And the second modification is coming from the main hand, increasing our range by 29%. And that is going to give us the ability to do hit and run. And that is all. I hope you guys enjoy these builds. I will let you guys watch some of the gameplay here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, as always, have fun and take care, guys.